Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the player type series. Today we'll find out what makes the serve and volley player. Let's get right into it. Let's define what the serve and volley player is before we get into some drills and talking about the strengths and weaknesses of this player type. The serve and volley player is almost extinct. You will rarely see players on the tour nowadays playing only serve and volley. Yes, Alcaraz is playing serve and volley, or fellow German Jan-Lennart Struff is coming a lot to the net, and it definitely has its perks. But with the slower courts and the heavier balls, it's gotten much tougher to play serve and volley. So the definition of a serve and volley player is someone who for sure on the first serve will 80% of the time come to the net, and even on the second serve, and when returning will try to shorten the points and even mix in the old school tactic of chip and charge or return and charge. All in all, he lives on the net and he wants to capture the net all the time, shorten the points and break the rhythm of the opponent. He definitely wants to avoid long baseline rallies and running left and right. Alright, let's get into some drills to build the serve and volley player type.
Alright, let's get into the first drill for the serve and volley player. Very important to get down the right footwork for the serve and volley. So we're gonna hit a serve and then follow along with the cones. It's really about balance after the serve, 2 big steps into a split step, being balanced in order to hit a good first volley. But right now we're just doing the serve and the footwork sequence. Alright, the second drill to become a serve and volley player. We're gonna now implement the first and second volley. Again, you're gonna hit a serve and then you have a coach feeding you the first volley and the second volley. Let's go. The third and final drill to become a serve and volley player is the placement drill of the volleys. So when we're playing serve and volley, we either want to angle it off the court short or preferably put it deep into the backhand of the opponent. So now we're gonna leave the serve out and just get a few reps on the first volley, placing in the cone areas. Let's go. Top.
Those were the drills. Now let's get into some patterns that are efficient as a serve and volley player.
Let's get into the patterns that the serve and volley player is using for success. The first one, serve wide, volley, angled cross court. Looks like this. Yeah, pass. The second pattern is the body serve combined with a short first volley. Can also be a half volley. This works really well because the opponent will be jammed after the body serve, trying to recover, and then you surprise them with the short volley. The third drill is extremely important for the serve and volley player. It's the return and charge, return and attacking the net. Because as a serve and volley player, we always want to break the rhythm and find a way to get to the net. And doing that on return is one of the best strategies to throw off your opponent. Yeah, this is.
All right, let's talk about the strengths and then the weaknesses and how you should play as a serve and volley player and how you can beat a serve and volley player. So the serve and volley player, the entire game, as the name implies, is based around the serve and the volley. So really important is, first of all, having a strong serve. Coming to the net after the serve really relies on the quality of the serve. You can be the best volley in the world. If you're only kicking the serve short into the box, the returner is going to punish you and you will never have a chance to even showcase your volley abilities. So a good first serve with pace, but also learning the angles is the biggest strength of the serve and volley player. Especially think about slice to the body. We've talked about the drills and patterns, so you can also look at that again. But clever serving, forceful serving, and then having really good hands at the net. So in doubles, for example, there are many guys that have good volleys on top of the net, but the serve and volley player is really marked by having great first volleys. Think of the low volleys, dive volleys, and even half volleys. So they have a lot of touch and a lot of finesse, and they've studied the angles of movement on the net. So, what are their weaknesses? Typically, they are not so good from the baseline. They want to come to the net at all costs. So what can we do against them? First serves against, when you're the returner against the first serve of a serve and volley player, what really can drive them crazy is if you change your position. Step back, take a side. They hate the unpredictability. They want to come into the rhythm of serving, having a volley, seeing the same things, so you have to change it up. And secondly, what you want to do is on your own serve, put a lot of first serve in, a lot of percentage from the first serve, because against the first serve it's very tough for them to come to the net. So you really push them into the back of the court. They love to see a lot of second serves where they can step in, attack and go to the net even more and rob you of your rhythm. So if you put a lot of first serves in, they will give you more rhythm because there will be more balls to play. And finally, take away the net from them even more. If they hit a second serve, try to play also some chip and charge, some return and volley, because they will be surprised to see you at the net before them. So these are some recipes to beat the serve and volley player and also to recap the strength of the serve and volley player. Hey guys, this completes the player video type series. I hope you enjoyed it and thanks for following along. If you want some more player types in the upcoming videos, let us know in the comments and we'll see you in the next one.